So hi guys, how are you all doing today? So how is quarantine? Okay, so today I'm going to be doing um, a video on relationships. As you guys know, hello today. Say hi guys, how are you all doing today? I'm saying rubbish. Okay, so hi guys, how are you all doing today? Um, Welcome to my channel. My name is Today we're going to be talking about, as you all know, my channel is all about, lifestyle, relationships, and what have you. I am no relationship expert, but I think I have been through some pretty rough patches to be able to like come out and say, hey, don't do this, or you could do this. But listen, hey, what do I know? And yeah, so and today we're going to be talking about, some very little things that, well, I won't call them little, but, one or two things, well, not one or two, but quite a number of things that as women you shouldn't be doing to make you look kind of desperate where a guy is. Yes. So I'm going to be coming up with, a list of certain things that you should not, how not to, look desperate, with a guy and that kind of thing. So if you really, really want to hear what I gotta say, just keep on listening. All right. So hi people, welcome back. Before I continue, do not fail to like, share, and comment on this video, and of course, do not fail to subscribe to my channel so that you will be in on the gist 101. You know how it goes. All right, so today, like I said, I'm going to be talking about, certain things that, you should not, as a lady, you shouldn't be doing, where, a man is concerned. I know that, there is this thing about, when you go on social media, there's so many things, about, guys and ladies, and especially guys being the devil and stuff like that. And, I begin to ask myself, I think these people or these men were never devils before. So what changed, And the thing about it is I also realized that, I also think that a lot of women have not really, a lot of young women, young girls have not really sat down to think about the fact that what are they doing wrong? I actually listened to someone's video. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. It was a video I watched in passing. And she said something that really got to me. She was talking about Instagram, and these are things that I see this every day, and I'm like, there is a point to it because I don't think anybody really likes that, men or women. I don't think anybody really likes that. Anyway, so that I don't digress and so that I don't jump the gun, we're going to go right into it. So the first thing, one of the things that you should never do to look desperate or thirsty, let's use the word thirsty, okay, with a guy is, when a guy talks to you for the first time, and then after that you begin to call him, hey, auntie, auntie, sister, call him. Please allow, let yourself raise your bidding price. Do you understand? I don't think it's okay, you go and you're calling a guy, who you just, got in touch with, and then you're bombarding him with calls. Maybe on the first day, maybe both of you got to call, or maybe there was a particular reason you had to call. But then after that, you begin to bombard as in back to back, where are you? Where are you? How are you? Do you want to see me today? It's really off-putting. I will put it that way. It's really, really off-putting. I don't think, even as a lady, I don't think you would be okay that a guy would be doing that to you, because automatically you would think he's a stalker, So imagine, the tables were turned. So, don't come out all looking desperate and shit, honey. Just, like I said, let it be for the highest bidder. Raise your bidding price, okay? So that, the guy then knows that, yes, he really, he's not getting it on a platter of gold, that he has some work to do, okay? Number 2, I also notice this a lot. Have you ever heard the term dress the way you want to be addressed? Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. In one of my videos, I will put it up here when I talked about also, relationships and getting married and sex in your relationships. I also talked about the fact that, trying to show off some skin. Listen, sexy is not even trying at all, But when I say trying to show off some skin, I'm not talking about you, going all half nude, and then you think that the person or the guy next door walking to you is attracted to, all that. No. I think, except a guy who is just after what he can get, But please, ladies, please, honey, keep something back, reserve something back, put a frame on it, male là-dessus, put a frame on it. Do not be all, showy. Listen, I've always realized that some of the most attractive and most beautiful women have really, it's just a little skin, just a little shoulder here, a little cleavage here. Let's not do all this, the Nicki Minaj Grammy 2018 kind of thing. Let's not do that, please. That looks very, very desperate, I must say. Okay. So, because, like I said, it gives the wrong impression. It's the person, who is coming to you in that manner is not coming to address what is important to you. He's only coming to address what is important to him. Okay? Right. Now, another thing, again, is that women do, and this one, I would say it categorically because I've seen this happen, and I've seen it being talked about. And I've also talked about it in a previous video, which I'm going to link here, about the things to not do to a guy or not to do for a guy when you are looking for a serious relationship. Don't go buying a guy's stuff. I've actually talked about this where a lady a friend of mine, she has moved now, she lives in another city. Friend of mine who told me that she met some guy and then she was buying him stuff, she was doing this, she was doing that, whereas the guy was just looking for something else from her. See? So when eventually, she found out, and what made her actually find out was the fact that she went to the city council hoping to get a permit to get married. And, it was like the city council just poured some frozen water on her and said, Madam, no. So because it was so fast, and then she began to they began to kind of, watch out for her. Let me use that word. So like I said, I've talked about this in the previous video, and I'm going to link it here. Okay, do well to always look at stuff like that. Don't go buying stuff for a guy, because for him, he thinks you're trying to buy him. You're trying to buy, what his affection. I'm not going to call out the demographic, but they are here, okay? And they do it a lot because they are looking for a man. Okay, so like I was saying, it's something that, a lot of men, I've actually seen this, there are women who talk about how much they are worth, how much they earn. And my question to you at that time is, what is the point? What is the purpose? Okay, because if you are advertising yourself out there, then what you're inviting are gigolos. What you're inviting are people who want to make money off of you. What you're inviting are people who want to eat from you. They are people who want to see if they can get a piece of the cake. They are not there to add any value anymore into you. And all they need to do is to pamper themselves, look the part, and then, you begin to be their bread and their butter. Yes. Okay, let's move on. Then another one I'm going to talk about is acting, because there are certain things that you do, you begin to act desperate. Now, acting desperate, I would say it's quite a general term and it's open-ended, but I'm going to use this example. In a case where you see a lady begins to throw away the signs all the signs, as in the signs are there. The signs of someone who is non-communicative, the signs of someone who is hiding stuff from her, the signs of somebody who is abusive, the signs of somebody who, doesn't even, is trying to, dim her light and her voice. All the signs are there. But because one or two reasons, first of all, probably what you want to get married, you're looking at the clock, your age and stuff like that, your brain is, taking away the signs that you're supposed to be watching out for, the questions you're supposed to be asking. I've talked about this before, about you testing all spirits. Women, test the person you're with. I mean, it starts with the little questions. It starts with things, his ideology on certain things. I read a book, and in that book, about a woman who was abused. She was so abused. She was a victim of violence of the worst kind. That book made me cry. And then she vowed that her children, she was going to give them the best. God will have it. She had 5 kids. And out of the 5, her second daughter, when the second daughter was going to college, she was having lunch with her mom. And then she told her mom that she had broken up with her boyfriend. And the mom was like, why? Her boyfriend of 3 years. And the mom was like, really? Why? What happened? And then she told the mom categorically that the guy said that he would be very uncomfortable if he had to be with a woman who earned more than he did. And she said the next day, that relationship was over. The mom was so happy and she was so proud of her daughter, and tears began to come out of her eyes. And she looked at herself, she patted herself on the back and said, I did good. I really did not mess this up. Because this is a woman who had been at the receiving end of life. Okay? So desperation, being desperate. Because what was the mom's story in this book I read? The mom's story was that she came from a family so poor, she just wanted a way out. And then lo and behold, this wealthy guy comes along and takes her away. She ignored the signs. She ignored the signs of his violence. She ignored the signs that this guy was taking advantage of her when she was barely 18 years. She ignored the signs of his drinking problem. She ignored the signs of his drug use. And then when she got into the union, all hell broke loose. She nearly lost her life. So women, it's important. I don't know how I'm going to say this enough. You see this part. Throw the desperation away. Okay, let the anxiety with that, put it at the back burner, and please do not put yourself in that position. Like it or not, or whether you know this or not, men smell desperate women. They know, they see, and those ones who are leeches, those ones who are looking for victims, those ones who are looking for their sugar mommy, those ones who are looking for something that is not what you want or what you need or what you want or what you're looking for, they are going to be the ones who will come first towards you. Okay? So I'm asking and I'm begging, do not fall for this. Give yourself, put yourself on a pedestal and tell yourself, I will not settle until I get to this place. I will not settle until I find this, because, honey, that one you're looking for, that one you're seeking for is out there, waiting. And it's all for you to just open your eyes to see. All right. So what's the last one? Yes. I've said this before in a previous video. Don't go demanding stuff from any guy. Now, this is very common in certain parts of the world. And it's like, well, for the fact that, he said hello to me, well, I'm going to ask him for something. Listen, you were somewhere, you were doing something, you were up to something, okay, before he came along. You were definitely alive. You were definitely doing something with yourself, with your time. That is not to say that if you're dating a man, or if a man walks up to you, or over time while you're dating, that he doesn't get to, show his affection towards you in whatever manner, financially or otherwise, that he wants to. Do not demand of it. Don't go asking the guy for phone. I saw one on Twitter. I was like, did this actually come out from somebody's mouth? And she was like, and in the I'll put the tweet. I hope I'll be able to find it. I'll put the tweet because I didn't screenshot that, but I'll put the tweet so that you guys can see. And she talked about, doing all it took with her lady parts to get a Huawei, whatever phone. And I was like, what? Don't do that, ladies. Don't. It was funny. Why it's funny to me is because the reply that came on that was hilarious. Like I said, I'll try to find it and, attach it to this video if I don't compete. So, like I said, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to know the answer to that. Okay? But, like I said, most of the things that you see happening, are things that, or, ways that you put up yourself and you seem or you look exceptional and extremely desperate. Don't do that. Okay, and this is where my video comes to an end. What else do you think, or what else do you know that is not a good relationship sign to a guy? Put all your comments, put your response in the comment section below. I'm going to put my links to all my social media pages. And of course, do not fail to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. Do well also to hit the notifications button so that you will always be on the alert anytime I upload a video. And until I see you in my next video, bye-bye.